Oh, okay. Hold on. I figured it out. Okay, you guys can hear me now, right? Oh, is it quiet? Is this any better? Is this good? Okay. Anyways, so while I was muted and stream not taking my audio, basically I'm not gonna go through the whole retrospective thing like other people have done and show off my box because I'm instead gonna make an announcement at the end of this, assuming I win. Um, yeah. So, '07 to the guys that died: Torterra, Lantern, Will and Golem, Azumarill, not Great Tusk. I don't like Great Tusk. Um, Blaziken and Swellow. '07 to all of those. Not Great Tusk, obviously. We'll make the announcement at the end of the stream, once we beat the E4, hopefully. Doubters are crying to this day. Yeah, I don't like Great Tusk. I wanted Walking Wake, and I'm crying about it. Anyways, we're here now. My whole spiel on this guy, on all of my guys, was for nothing because I was muted. Hisuian Avalug, he's just going to be choice banded. He has Technician. He has a baller attack and defense stat. And he's just going to be clicking prio moves that like one-shot a lot of things. Darkrai, obviously, my goat. Dugong, super goated Spadef Wall. Ice Scales, Assault Vest. Takes no damage from special attackers. Noivern, we're dropping Specs Draco Meteors today. That's a lot of what Noivern's going to do, but he does a little bit of other stuff too. Ceruledge, this is entirely just like a Zamazenta counter and like a little bit of other use. So, yeah. I needed a Zamazenta counter, so that's why Ceruledge is here. And then Tinkaton is here because I needed a Xerneas counter, and Tinkaton does a lot of other stuff too. So, that's the team. That's what everyone's doing. Let me do a legitimate sheet scroll here. There we go. Alright. We start with Sydney. So, Sydney is always going to set up Tailwind or Trick Room here. Well, we'll just go ahead and click the Accelerock and see what happens. Because either way, this Moltres is going to die in 2 hits because of the Focus Sash. We're going to let him set up whichever speed thingy he wants. Proccing Berserk is actually really important here. If it's Tailwind, which it is, okay, so we are on the Tailwind team. This is what Sydney is seeing with Moltres at full health before Berserk gets procced. With this in mind, no Berserk active, we are getting Sucker Punched here, which can, in theory, on a crit, bring in Roaring Moon or Absol next, which would be pretty bad for us in comparison to what's actually going to happen. With Berserk active, Moltres sees a slow kill with Fiery Wrath, always, but we just prio and kill it with another Accelerock. So, we are chilling here. And since Avalog is at full health, the first mon to see a fast kill on it, because AI doesn't As far as I can tell, AI does not realize that this Prio Accelrock is going to evaporate the Delphox. It's going to be Delphox coming in after we kill this. So we'll hit him with another Accelrock. The Moltres dies. Delphox comes in. Alright. And this guy just evaporates to an Accelrock. We get a chain kill here. And now it's going to be Monkey Dory. Expected result. Monkey Dory is always clicking Grass Knot here. Psychic never shows kill. So, you would think, hey, Grass Knot's probably going to hurt Dugong. Nope, it doesn't. We are going to go into Dugong, we're going to fake out, we're going to flip turn into Darkrai, and we're going to hit it with a Dark Hole, and it's going to die. So, hard into Dugong. Tailwind is gone. We're going to fake out. We're going to flip turn, take another Grass Knot. That is fine. That is also fine. This is pretty much Dugong's only job. Go into Darkrai. And kill with Dark Hole. Just kidding. Just kidding, guys. I knew that could happen. We can get Darkrai back in. The important thing is Monkey Dory is just in range to die to the Dark Hole now. This should always be Spirit Break. So we're going to go into Tinkaton on that, and we're just going to click Gigaton Hammer. Special attack drop is totally fine. And this guy dies to the Gigaton Hammer. Sends in the Absol, which does not see a kill. And Mega Absol dies to Play Rough. This close combat crit should never kill us. So, we play rough. We'll proc our Citrus Berry. Brings in Roaring Moon. who does not see a kill with Ironhead. Which is fine, because it's going to click Ironhead anyways. It should, because we are threatening slow Oko, so it cannot be Dragon Dance. So we can go into Noivern on the Ironhead and live any crit, and then drop a Specs Draco Meteor. It's not going to be knockoff here. And we drop a Draco. Cap is sad seeing the Noivern. You know, I was very inspired by the performance that Noivern put up in Cap's run. I have to admit. So Monkey Dory is clicking either Sludge Wave or Psychic here, is what kills Noivern. It should be random. Darkrai can come in on either one of those and kill with a Dark Hole. If it's Psychic, that would be great. That's Sludge Wave. I think we're still fine. That's fine. We're just gonna kill with Dark Hole here, and the fight is over. That's one fight down. Everyone is alive. We can click the Pokevile button. Alright. Most of these sets are going to stay the same. Sarrowedge is going to get a Kasib Berry. This is kind of just like insurance. We are doing no item Noivern to deal with the Mega Dusk Noir. If this is Phoebe Tricker, or not fucking Tricker, tanky Phoebe team. Go ahead and PP max these. Darkrai is kind of just that guy either way, but I think Phoebe 2 is a lot easier for me. So we're hoping to see the Pult. We need the choice scarf on Darkrai. We will lead with Darkrai. The rest of this kind of just stays the same. So I think this is good. Let me update the sets in the calc. And that should pretty much be all the changes we need. So, we'll do a scroll. Alright. We're gonna send it. We want to see the pult. Show me the pult. We got the pult! Alright. We are Choice Scarf, so we outspeed the Dragapult, we click Dark Hole, and it dies. Should be Annihilate coming in here. Let me go ahead and update this. The Pult is dead. It is Annihilate. This Annihilate should always be clicking Drain Punch into Darkrai. We are threatening fast 2-hit kill, so it cannot be bulk up. So I'm thinking it's just we go into Tinkaton. Actually, no, this hurts more than I... What was my plan here? Gulp. No, this was just Noivern. Yeah. This is like the one risky part of my line, unfortunately. We can die to a crit Rock Slide on Noivern. I think is the conclusion that we came to. Actually, no. It is Tinkaton. Right? Yeah, it's Tinkaton Play Rough. This is why I have Citrus Berry. Yeah, it's Tinkaton. And we end up being fine here. Okay. That's also fine. Is this seeing anything in particular? Probably Poltergeist. So I think I just want to go Darkrai. Yeah, I think I just go Darkrai here. And then we just click Dark Hole. Annihilate comes back in. This time we have to go to Noivern. Tinkaton is too low. Thank you for the Frisk proc, Noivern. And we are clicking Aeroblast here. If we get a crit Aeroblast, it's really nice. Oh my god, Noivern, my goat, bro. He wants it. He wants it. You wanna see this Calyrex get absolutely embarrassed, by the way? You wanna see this Calyrex get absolutely embarrassed? Break the sash. You already know who comes in. Brings in Drapion. And on this, we are just going into Avalugg. We have Earthquake, not Bulldoze. So this is almost always a kill. There's one roll that doesn't kill. If we get the one roll that doesn't kill, it procs Gengar with Absorb AI because of Levitate. So this becomes really, really easy if this doesn't kill. So if we get the one roll that doesn't kill, it's kind of hype. It kills. So regular Gengar is seeing kill with pretty much everything. So we're gonna go into Sarah-Ledge. If it's a Shadow Ball, we are fine. And then we can go into Darkrai, I believe. Actually, I think we wanna... Okay, because I didn't plan around Annihilate bad odds switching. It might actually just be Dugong comes in. What if it's Spadef drop or a crit? We're in really bad shape. I think it has to just be Sarah-Ledge, and then... Yeah, hope that we don't show Sledge Wave kill. Yeah. It's gotta be Sarah-Ledge. Sarah-Ledge is a ghost type, so we're not affected by Shadow Tag. Sludge Wave, nice. So at 167 health on Sarah-Ledge, this is always going to be Shadow Ball. Because Berry AI, this is looking at Shadow Ball. That was a max roll Sludge Wave, by the way. Anyways, we're bringing Darkrai in on the Shadow Ball, and then we outspeed and kill with Scarf Dark Hole. So we're fine. Alright. We are chilling. Everyone's alive, we can click the Pokevile button. Okay. We're running lefties on Dugong this time. We need a Shuka Berry on Sarah-Ledge. I'm announcing a bounty on the assassination of Iroh. That is not what the announcement is gonna be. Noivern can have the specs back now. And I believe Darkrai is getting the Citrus Berry as well. In theory, Darkrai shouldn't be seeing the field in this fight. Now, we have to do the tech on Dugong. We're using entrainment. We need U-turn back on Noivern. We need the drill run on Dugong. And then we need the big Draco Meteor back on Noivern. Should be good. Hoping for sun. Snow also ends up being fine. But I would much prefer to get sun. If it's sun, I can do a really similar thing to what I did on Sydney, where Charizard instantly comes in after I kill the Ninetales. So I just chain kill Ninetales and Charizard if it's sun, which is really nice. Okay. Start doing the scroll. Alright. This is the team. We're gonna run it. I'd like to see Glacia Sun, but Snow Glacia should be fine as well. So, let's do it. Snow Glacier. That's fine. So Avalugg cannot stay in on this thing. This hurts a lot, but Tinkaton can do just fine here. So we're going to hard switch to Tinkaton. This can bad odds switch out, so I'm just going to click Gigaton Hammer so that if something comes in, it gets hit by a Gigaton Hammer. There's a world where it's arguably worth it to hit a Fake Out first to stall out another Snow turn, but I don't think I need to do it. Bait in the Darmanitan. I want to say this is always Earthquake, which is great for us. Because we're going to bring Avalugg right back in. And we will click Accelerock. And just like that, the demon is down. I believe this baits in Volcanion now. Yep. Now we get to gong it up. And then we're going to Entrainment to take off the Water Absorb. And we're going to flip turn to get a Avalugg back in safely now that Volcanion is in range to die to Accelerock. And the Volcanion dies. Brings in Evire. I believe this is always close combat. 179. Oh, it's definitely Mach Punch, actually. Yeah, it has to be Mach Punch here. So, yeah. This is, let me update this. I forgot to do it before I went into the fight. Draco. U-turn. Just a little bit of housekeeping mid-fight. Don't worry too much. Okay. Oh, that's Draco Barrage. Draco Meteor. There. I was gonna say that damage is lower than I remember. Yeah. So, we always show kill on it with Draco Meteor, so it's actually gonna Mach Punch when we bring in Noivern again. So even if we miss the range, it ends up being fine. However, I want to do this as safe as possible. So I'm going to go to Sarrow Edge on the fighting type move. And then we're going to use Berry AI again to bring in Noivern on the Earthquake. And then we're going to U-turn, take... I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, I'm just going to go to... I'm still going to go through, because if I hit the range on Draco, I take one less Mach Punch. But, yeah. And then this is always Earthquake. And then we click Draco, get hit by a Mach Punch. Hopefully we hit this range, that way we just take one less Mach Punch. Nice. Noivern wants it today, bro. Should bring in a Abomasnow. Now, we need to stall this thing out of snow. So, right now, normal Abomasnow, slower than Noivern, but sees slow kill with Ice Hammer. So it's going to click that. We don't love that, going into Sarrow Edge. But we can work with it going into Dugong, I believe. I think Dugong still has enough health. Yeah. That way we can get a little bit of lefties healing. So, always Ice Hammer into Noivern here. So we're just going to get a little bit of lefties healing with Dugong. Get his health back up. We will fake out to stall a turn of the snow again. Get another proc of lefties healing. And then into Dugong at 92 HP. Yep. It is always Woodhammer. Oh, that's normal bomb of snow. Okay, still always Woodhammer. We can take that on Noivern. Yeah. We want to take it on Noivern. Snow keeps coming. This is the same deal again. It is Ice Hammer or Ice Shard. Dugong takes it just fine. Ice Shard is great, even less damage. And then I believe we can fake out one more time and get Sarah Legend when the snow ends after this turn. Yep. Lefty's healing should take us out of EQ range so that we only get hit by Woodhammer here. Yep, we're out of EQ range, so we just go Sarah Ledge on the Woodhammer. And then outside of snow, we outspeed him and kill with Bitterblade. Heal back up to full. Would Dugong getting burned by Volk make this awkward? Yeah, Dugong getting burned can make it awkward, but I had other ways to do this as well. As in the moment, Dugong Noivern pivots were definitely like the best way for me to do it, given that nothing bad happened to Dugong. But burn can screw it up just a little bit. And then Curum into Sarah Ledge is pretty much always seeing Scale Shot. Actually, this can be Dragon Dance, I believe. Ooh, that's kind of bad. Okay, I definitely want to just go straight into Avalugg here, I think. Actually, no, it's gotta be Tinkaton. I think this is Dragon Dance, which is a little scary. Okay, it's Scale Shot. That's fine. I'm gonna fake out. I'm gonna Gigaton Hammer. This is a range to kill. If we don't hit it, we should still be fine. We hit ranges always, though. Alright. Glacier's down. Everyone is alive. We can click the Pokevile button. Tinkaton needs an Aka Berry. Cerulege is gonna take a Muscle Band. And everything else here just is fine already. We need to change Dugong's moveset. So this should be good. This should be good. Should be good. Good. And good. All right. We'll do the scroll, and we will start Cynthia. Now, my Cynthia opener is a little scuffed, because I need all the health I can I need all the health I can get on Tinkaton. So I'm not going to lead Tinkaton into the Spiritomb. I'm going to lead Darkrai, and I'm going to hit a Dark Void, and put the Spiritomb to sleep, and then kill it with Dark Holes. That is the plan. This can, in theory, go horribly wrong. So hopefully it doesn't. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna sit here and listen to this for just a second. Let me just... Alright. We're gonna send it. In this run, I have never missed a Dark Void. Don't mind the fact that it's because I've never clicked Dark Void. I've never missed a Dark Void in this run. God damn it. There we go. Alright, we're fine. Alright, very easy. Very easy. Spiritomb's down. I'm fairly certain this baits in Xerneas. Zamazenta. Okay, that's fine too. Pretty sure this is just always going to be body press. So we go Sarrowledge. I'm gonna Wisp. Baits in the Garchomp, that is totally fine. Doesn't matter what this does, we're going into Avalugg, and we're gonna kill it with an Ice Shard. Because this guy's burned, he's gonna do nothing to Avalugg. Even on a crit, we are completely fine. And we click Ice Shard. Baits in Xerneas. Pretty much always going to be Moonblast here. I think it will take the Moonblast kill over the Geomancy. If not, we should probably still be fine. Yeah, we're chilling. We're going to Fake Out. And we're gonna Gigaton Hammer. That's fine. I think. I hope. We're just going to Dugong here. We're gonna click Scald. And we're gonna click Scald again. Will-O-Wisp is totally fine against Dugong here. Zamazenta, we go back into Sarrowledge. Body press, that's fine. We are just going to spam Bitterblade here. There's a chance now that we have to end up using Sarrowledge to kill the Xerneas, which is kind of scary. But I think it also still works. Sends in Cramorant. We want to go Dugong, flip turn to break Sash. Oops. I don't know why it froze there. The Gulp Missile doesn't matter, because all we're going to do is flip turn to break Sash. If we get flinch hacks really bad here, it's not great. Okay. Now we're in trouble. Okay. Because we die to the Gulp Missile now. I think we can go Noivern on an Air Slash. Yeah. We have U-turn. Yeah, we can go Noivern on an Air Slash, hit a fast U-turn, take the Gulp Missile. Noivern takes the Gulp Missile. And then Avalugg takes the Ice Beam. And then we kill with Accelerock. Alright. Little scary. Still have the Xerneas to deal with. I think I just kind of have to go Sarrowledge here. I think Tinkaton's a little too low. Special attack drop, doesn't matter. We're gonna Bitterblade. Geomancy is scary as hell, but we should be fine. Okay, and then we Bitter Blade one more time. We should never be dead here. I don't think. Chilling. We probably were dead to like a couple of crit rolls there, actually. But, the important thing is we did not get crit, so. Okay! We're here. We are here. Everyone's alive. We're gonna click the Pokeball button. Protect is fiction. I sure hope so. Yeah, I think I do want Choice Band on him. We want Sturdy on Avalugg. And we need Body Press. So this should be good. Spoiler alert. I am going to be clicking Dark Void again. Because it's a double battle, there is I get 2 chances to hit the Dark Void, because Dark Void hits both enemies. It is a 4% chance that neither Mon gets put to sleep. So, if we hit that 4%er, the run's probably over, but I'm okay with risking it. But otherwise, I think we're fine. Alright, I think we're good. One final scroll. Alright, we're gonna send it. We were locked in. Alright, we're clicking the Dark Void. And we're gonna fake out the offensive Penguin. No protect! Yep, okay. This is what we want. Oh, that's not good. Okay. That's fine. We're still getting bad dreams damage, and we're just gonna do the same thing. Liquidation on Darkrai. We can die to crit here. We did not die to crit. If defensive Penguin wakes up and uses Flip Turn on Darkrai, Darkrai probably dies. Darkrai's probably dead. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we gotta go Sarrow Edge and just kill the Metagross. with the Bitter Blade. And then fake out offensive Penguin. Uses Bullet Punch, that's fine. Okay, I'm pretty sure both of these attacks are going into Sarrowedge, so I'm going to switch into Dugong. And then... yeah, I think I want to play rough on the Empoleon. Okay, Empoleon dies, that's good. Okay. I want to say Dialga sees Fire Blast kill on Tinkaton. It doesn't. Really? Okay. So... yeah, I think I want to fake out the Palkia with the Dugong. And then play her off the Dialga. Flash Cannon, probably on... hopefully on Tink. I would love to see that on Tink. Okay. Oh, Primal. Okay, well, we're fine. Okay, so this is definitely going to be Flash Cannon into Tink from Dialga. I need to open up another... calculator tab. Palkia. Okay. So I think I want to go into Noivern here with... okay, no one is seeing kills on Dugong right now. So Dugong's going to go into Sarrowedge, and Tink is going to go into Noivern. Great. Great! Okay. Okay. I think... Yeah, I think I just gotta drop the Draco with, Noivern onto Palkia. And then hard switch Sarilege back to Dugong. I guess Aeroblast is same damage as Draco here, so I want to go Aeroblast on Palkia. I think Palkia should be clicking the Hydro Pump kill. Yeah, because Sarilege is slower. Crit, that's fine. Ice Beam onto Noivern. Noivern's dead now. Almost certainly. Yep. Crit. Doesn't really matter. We're gonna let Avila get off his body press now on the Dialga. So we're gonna fake out the Palkia, and then body press on the Dialga. We have Sturdy, so we live this Flash Cannon on Avalugg, or he just goes for it on Dugong? That's weird. Oh man, that does nothing. I kind of need to get a rest off here. Oh, it does see my Sturdy. Yeah, I think you're right. Dugong might be dead to that. Not quite. Now Dugong's dead, though. Okay. We might be cooked here. Yeah, I think I have to fake out, and then one more body press to kill the Dialga. Tinkaton dies here. We might be cooked. Avalugg is choice banded. We're not gonna be clicking Shard. I think we're cooked. I kind of just have to do this, right? I mean, Sarilege is just dead, though. That Hydro Pump. Yeah. Oh my god, we're cooked. Man. It's Jover. I think I needed to focus down the Palkia. Ah. That's annoying. Man. I needed to focus down the Palkia. Yeah. It would have been way better for me to leave the Dialga up. Ah. Fuck. Well, I suppose my announcement doesn't make much of a difference now. But my announcement was going to be, I had already told Guitar I'm not submitting this run for the sheet, assuming I win, because I started going for these because I wanted to bring Blastoise, and then I fucking rage decided to switch off. I decided to switch off of Squirtle as my starter in a fucking rage because I wiped to Maylene, and then of course that run where I switch off of Squirtle happens to be the one that goes all the way to the fucking E4. So yeah, I wasn't gonna submit this anyways, and I was just gonna immediately go start another run if I won. So yeah, that was gonna be the announcement. It's a lot less cool now that I lost in champ fight, but yeah, that was gonna be it. That was gonna be the announcement. So I DM'd Guitar last week that I wasn't gonna submit for the sheet if I won. Now you can say you wiped on champ intentionally, and no one can claim otherwise. That's true. That's true. Why wouldn't I submit? Because I want Blastoise on the sheet. I want a Blastoise on the sheet. Blastoise on the sheet soon. Yeah. So my intention was if I won, I was gonna immediately like make the announcement and then immediately start another run. Given the loss in the champ fight, I'm probably gonna take a little time off though. Gotta gather my thoughts and such. So that's probably gonna be it for the stream. Yeah. But I will be streaming again before too long. There's a chance I'll be streaming tomorrow for the start of attempt 3. Restart immediately. Well, I am gonna go and do this. That to wipe save data. Yep, it's gone. You know what? Okay. I'm not gonna do any fights, but I'll pull the early game encounters. I'll pull the early game encounters. Watch roll time, brother. I'm not resetting for the watch roll. I might just like reject fishing again. I'll reject fishing, because I think that'll be fun. But I'm not gonna like reset for the watch roll. Not you. Not you. You! Come home! He's home! For the record, going forward with my runs, obviously I'll be adhering to all the sheet rules. If Blastoise ever dies, I'm resetting the run immediately. The run is getting reset immediately if Blastoise dies for some reason. Obviously, I'm going to be like hardcore playing around Blastoise never dying. But if for some reason he does die, the run is getting reset immediately. I don't care what, like, I don't care how goated the box is, the run is getting reset immediately. So, yeah. We're gonna take a couple levels here real quick. I feel like this guy hurts. I feel like he also hurts. At level 5. Okay, that's fine. We got Bubble. Add a bodyguard rule? That definitely violates the fuck out of the sheet. So, I won't be doing that. Alright. Let's see what we're hitting. Bunnelby is back, bro. I loved the Diggersby last run. The Diggersby was awesome. I'm very happy to see him back. Nah, dude, I'm so happy to see the Bunnelby back. The Diggersby put in work for a Route 1 Mon in the last run. I don't know what to name him. Just name him Dig. Why not? Why not? Alright. I'm gonna reject fishing. We're gonna see what we get. It is gonna be reject fishing, though. Look at him. He's so cute. I turned the repel off. I'd love to see the watch roll, but I'm okay with this. This is pretty cool. Even without obstruct, I think it's still good. Am I rejecting 110? No, I'm gonna reject the early game fishing. Well, like I'm rejecting the fucking Chinchou and Meryl fishing specifically. I'm probably still gonna fish for Gyarados on 104. Um, but we'll see. Big Gooner. I'm naming him Big Gooner just for you, Irav. That's Big Gooner right there. Alright, this is the route I actually like really care about, because I love Donphan, so I would love to pull the Phanpy here. Love to see Phanpy right here. Okay, that is not Phanpy, unfortunately. We're pulling the shitters today, huh? You know, we kind of are a little bit. Raticate sweeps 110 Rustboro rival? I know it beats Gardenia's Roserade. Alright. Okay, this is the encounter that actually matters. Because if this is Galarian Slowpoke, I'm gonna be really sad. I'm hoping it's just Kanto Slowpoke. Okay. Eradicate actually just sweeps Rustboro rival? Really? You gotta enlighten me. I know it's like I've used it in the Rustboro rival fight, but never like as a complete sweeper. I do know it's like good though. I see. I'll have to check it out. Name him Broski. Alright, so I'm gonna not pull my encounter here yet. I'm gonna go pull woods. And then... see what we get in here. We got the swallow! Holy peak. The run is alive. We're naming this swallow legs. Okay, so oops. Okay, so okay, we'll get through like we'll get all the encounters before Rourke. So we're gonna do Dawn and we're gonna do Petalburg Woods Grunt. I think this should be fine. I'm gonna do one tail whip. Please don't flinch. Okay, one more. There we go. And then try that. There we go. 13 viewers early game stream. Yeah, we are big time. We're big time streamer now. Time to resign from the job and go full time. We'll consider it. We'll consider it. I'm not sure how likely that's gonna be though. Who is killing the Bunnelby? Or not the Bunnelby, the fucking Baneri. Talo, I guess? Good enough for me. Alright, and then... we go here, and we yawn it, and then... like that. Easy. I also, there's another spot I will not reject fishing. I'm gonna go fish here. See what we get. I'd love to see the dugong for the early game over the Walrein. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! This is so hype. Oh, I didn't Pokevile after last fight. We're probably fine. Okay. Big gong. Okay. I don't know if I want to pull Restboro as an encounter. We're gonna pull everything else because we might want to hit the Shroomish. Or try and hit the Shroomish to make Rourke free. But we'll figure it out at some point. I am gonna pull this and Resturf Tunnel right now though. Petalil. Okay with that? It's looking like we might need the Shroomish for Rourke. So... we'll see. Depends on what we get in here, really. We're probably gonna need a Shroomish. That's a rough one. I think I definitely want the Gyarados. Once we beat Roxanne, so I'm gonna go fish that up now as well. I'm not even gonna name the Whismer. Fuck that guy. Hate Whismer. Number one Whismer hater, right here. To pull or not to pull? I think we just, like, always pull this encounter now with this box. Because Shroomish just, like, saves the Rourke line. Not Shroomish. Okay. I'm naming him Hurricane. I'm not gonna worry about the Togepi right now, but I am gonna go fish the Magikarp / Corphish. Hopefully I hit the Magikarp. I could use the early boost for my box, I think, once we beat Roxanne. Really like to hit the Magikarp here. Nice. That's good. Alright, so... Palkia calcs up while catching the Magikarp is powerful energy. You know... I'll leave it up just as a reminder. The nice thing is, I'm not... I can accept it, because I wasn't going to submit the run anyways. Like, it definitely feels bad, especially now that I realize I definitely should have been targeting the Palkia with the body presses from Avalugg. Palkia is definitely a bigger threat than the Dialga. And I could have definitely just, like, pivot, fucked with the Dialga, but... No, it wasn't even a crit in the champ fight. I definitely just, like, hard misplayed it. So, it was kind of my fault. Pressure is huge in E4. Yeah, and I knew my champ plan was shaky going into it. But it took me, like, probably close to a week and a half before I had finally found a team that even like made it through the Elite Four consistently. And then I started looking at them in the champ fight, and I'm like, there's stuff I can do here. It's not great, but I think it can work. So I kind of just sent it with that team because I didn't want to spend more time I didn't want to spend more time trying to come up with a new team. But I definitely misplayed. I should have been focusing down the Palkia with body presses. But the good thing is, I definitely did show off that Avalugg is a massive stud in the E4. Hisuian Avalugg. That guy is super goated in the E4 here. So, I'm kind of like almost certain at this point that someone is going to champ it before I get back to the E4, which is fine because I can still claim I'm the one that exposed the Havelug sauce. But he's really good, really good. Probably becomes a little bit worse on 1.3, assuming that the post KO switch in AI starts viewing priority moves correctly. So like I wouldn't be able to hit that chain kill on Delphox in Sydney. Didn't happen in my run, but I wouldn't be able to hit the chain kill onto the Charizard if it was Sun Glacia. I wouldn't be able to hit that once priority post KO AI is fixed. But like he's super good, and even without, I think even once that's fixed, he's still like a solid like A tier E4 mon. I think he's very good. And obviously, there's like tons of potential to play around with just sturdy, and then like using your other mon as a pivot slot in the champ fight. I just did it like completely incorrectly. But yeah, that's kind of it. I'm not gonna bother hatching the Togepi right now. I'm not even gonna do Rourke. I will figure out the Rourke line at some point. But yeah, I should almost certainly be back streaming again tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, then probably Monday night. So we'll see. I'm glad so many people came out to the E4, even if I didn't unofficially beat it. So yeah, peace out, guys.